merch for this channel. I designed the layouts. I designed the Spacios merch and our channel's logo. Yeah, I'll put more stuff at the end.
A goddess amongst women. Quinn.
All right, I am the other operative of the group. I am the Chis Doran, the reluctant father of the group. You can find me on Instagram, and that's about it, honestly. Minimum social media presence, but that's me.
I forgot I was doing the order. Sorry. Harry, let's do you next.
Hey, I am Glyph Mateen, the Bothan mob boss, as I'm claiming now.
That's a lie, but okay.
Talking about minimal social media presence, I have none, but you can find me here every week and sometimes twice a week, every other Monday, including for No Happy Endings, and yeah. Also on twitch.tv/Chimera the day of every month. And I do a bad job of introducing myself, so
it's all good. We're off to a rough start today. It's not going well for us. Javi, last one.
Same thing with minimal social media presence. My name is Javier. I'm playing a Tin, the human Mandalorian fighter. And
Tin of what?
Yep, lovely. Anyway, yeah. So, hoped for a good game today.
All right, just a little disclaimer before we get started. I am now back in LA, so we've got 3 of us all on the same Wi-Fi. So it might be a little rough if we cut out. Feel free to say something in the chat, and we'll be happy to repeat it. Everyone talk slow, talk clearly, pray to the Wi-Fi gods that we're not gonna be in complete chaos.
we've been moving at such a breakneck speed so far.
Yeah, we've been zooming. We've really this call definitely didn't go on for like an hour before we went live. It didn't. It's fine. We're professionals, you know. We know what we're doing. We've got it.
It's like when you show up to the theater an hour early.
Yeah, we were just chatting. We were getting warmed up, so we didn't have to chat in front of anyone. Because who likes to see people talking? Not me. All right. Cracks knuckles, except nothing actually cracks. When last we met our intrepid heroes, kind of our protagonists, who are very bad people.
Very bad, you know.
Our protagonists,
very levels of question.
It's a gray area.
You're all on some form of the chaotic alliance.
That's true.
You're all that bottom line.
I am
And most of you are one of
gambler.
the two. I think there's only one of you that is chaotic.
I'm
light.
chaotic good, I think. Chaotic light,
You
whatever.
Are you sure?
You murdered a lot.
You stabbed a man in the throat.
It's true, but he was a slaver and he deserved it. Actually, I might not be. I might just be
chaotic light
kind
of you.
Okay.
Oh no, you.
I'm not chaotic.
Quinn is chaotic light.
This is true.
You're chaotic neutral, Lucy.
Okay, yeah, okay.
I'm
That
true
makes-
neutral. Let's go.
That makes
You're
sense.
true neutral, Harry. You're chaotic neutral. What are you talking
Written
about?
down
I
like
am-
characters.
I am-
I've got
You're
the
chaotic
receipts.
neutral.
I've got the receipts. You
I
can't
don't
lie
listen.
to
I
me.
do not have your character sheet. I'm telling you right now, you're chaotic neutral.
I am neutral dark.
It's just like you make an L. Y'all make a cute little L.
Just never go quite up to the good side.
Not
Never.
quite. If it's
You kiss-
there, it's
it's so minuscule. All right, so when last we met our protagonists, they were involved in a prison break. A sexy Cathar man broke them out of prison, but like not intentionally. He caused a prison riot, and they happened to all escape together on an absolute junker of a ship.
Got hard.
Really just something. with Doran and Atin's cellmates Cal and Biff. So they are currently being pursued through the lower atmosphere of the planet Fu, from which they escaped. Unable to jump to hyperspace because they do not really know much about the ship they stole. None of them has ever flown one quite like this, and it's a bit chaotic, so they're unable to escape the atmosphere. They are being pursued by some police ships that manage to scurry after them in the blaze. It's just like two little baby ships. Space combat's not advised because y'all don't really know. Y'all aren't too familiar with your ship and its capabilities. The advised course of action is running, but I will leave that up to you.
I'm cool with
You all
running.
wanna
That
do?
works for me.
Yeah, some fancy
Yeah.
flying will surely help us.
Okay, some fancy flying. I don't think you know how to fly fancy.
I barely know
That's a
how to
good
fly.
trick.
Exactly.
You all pass out for a minute. You all just everywhere in the ship. Everyone just drops, hits the deck, falls unconscious.
Every time.
Y'all just pass out, black the fuck out.
I wonder how many ways we can say I have a bad feeling about this without saying I have a bad feeling about this.
Let's start playing.
Several.
Otherwise, y'all are gonna fall unconscious for a period of time.
I don't feel so good about this.
I don't feel so good about this. All right, so Javi and Lopak are flying the ship, correct?
Yes.
Tin is flying. All right, so I'm gonna need you to roll piloting determination. Where did I just put my dice? I just had them in front of me. There.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
Okay, well, Lopak rolled a nat 20, so with the two of you combined, you managed to pull a pretty sneaky flying maneuver involving a hole, like a trench in the ground and some
Threading
big
the needle?
rocks. It looks really awesome, absolutely beautiful, and you come to rest kind of at the bottom of, I guess, a canyon, kind of under some rocky overhangs, and the two ships that were pursuing you just zip on past you. They zoom right past you.
Nice.
Are the rest of us aware of that?
Not exactly. You feel the ship do the maneuver, but you aren't quite sure why. You can definitely yell at each other too.
Oh yeah,
Remind me.
comms aren't working.
Yeah, our comms are broken, aren't they?
Just a little.
Is there anything we could do about that?
You have to come to a complete stop
Oh fuck.
Oh man,
and
it's one of those.
power down the
Shit.
ship.
Oof.
You can shout. Y'all still have voices and ears.
What's going on? Did we stop?
No, we just managed to outrun them. They flew past us.
Is there
They're
a trash
around.
can somewhere?
Trash can?
Yeah.
Like on the entire ship?
Somewhere on the ship, is there a trash
Yeah,
can?
there's a trash
Okay,
can.
I absolutely run up to it and throw up.
Okay.
That's nice.
You run to the nearest trash can, which happens to be like in the next room, and you puke into it. For a pod racer, you have a very weak stomach when it comes to.
gonna
Well,
say.
despite the maneuvers, I also just saw somebody get like absolutely obliterated in front of me, like shot up and
Oh,
kind of escaped prison, and it's
yeah,
been a
y'all
lot.
did.
Been
Y'all
a
did
lot.
commit you committed a few murders.
It
Also,
happens.
I drank the
They
milk from the
did.
bowl of Spacios, and
What?
I drank the blue milk, and it's not sitting well.
Okay, well,
It's a lot to unpack.
we don't have time to unpack all of that. All right, so Glyph, you barf into a trash can.
Yep.
Good job.
Woo!
Quinn, you were saying.
What was I don't remember. It wasn't important, so.
All right. right. Well,
All right, what's our next course of action? Should we, do a little sneak attack on the police, or just let them fly past us?
I think we should just go.
All right, let's get out of here.
Do we want to stop and fix the communications before we, go into the vastness of space?
none of you know how to power up the hyperdrive or anything yet. Like,
Oh,
none of you have
sake.
flown this ship.
This is something I've never flown before.
It was like none of you have ever like piloted or operated a ship of this class.
We're lucky enough that we got this off the ground.
Right, never
Yes.
mind. Yeah, let's just go.
Right.
So, you guys are gonna fly out of the canyon? Is that what
Yep.
I'm hearing? All right,
We're gonna-
you can fly out of the canyon. You don't see the police ships anymore. You don't see any ships. No one appears to be pursuing you or paying attention to you. You can go in pretty much any direction. None of you are familiar with the planet, but you can try and find somewhere that looks quiet and easy to land, or
Yeah, let's look for something quiet and out of view.
Okay,
all right,
real quick before we do that, if Guy's still on our ship,
who?
the guy that broke us out,
Yeah,
He's piloting.
piloting.
Yeah, he's
Right.
piloting. I'm the
Pilot.
co-pilot.
I'm gonna walk up to him and just say, the fuck are you?
You're gonna go with vomit on your staining the fur of your mouth. You're gonna go confront this.
I'm wipe it off. I'm not an animal.
I mean, you kind of are, just a little bit.
I'm
Just a
only.
bit.
We're so mean to Bothans.
Racist.
What have Bothans ever done for Star Wars?
Many Bothans died to bring the rebels that information.
All of them.
Did I see a single
not yet.
Bothan in Rogue One?
No, but that was the second Death Star.
Yeah,
Completely different.
that they somehow managed to build in like a year.
But don't worry about it. It's fine.
Anyway,
so
what
you
the fuck are you doing on a bridge?
The ship's
Cockpit,
like
there's no bridge.
fine enough.
I think we need to. There's something moving in the background of you, Lucy, making your green screen glitch out, and I
Oh,
really
fuck.
thought it was like a ghost.
No, it's just my chair is like touching my green screen, so it wriggles.
Oh.
Cool. Okay. As you walk into the cockpit and say this, Lopok just kind of like looks up at you and then goes back to flying the ship. He's not even worried about it.
Not even worry about it.
Not even worried
Fair
about
enough.
it.
I guess you broke us out. We can deal with it later. And I go back and I guess start doing whatever I was before.
I turn over to Lopak and he's like that. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I wasn't worried. At
Okay,
all.
good. All right.
All right, so you two are gonna look.
Threatening.
You two are gonna look for a safe place to
Yeah.
land the ship.
Mhm.
All right, roll perception.
And then, okay, what is my 11?
Okay. Lopok's very unfamiliar with this terrain. He doesn't know anything about this planet. He was literally like just supposed to. But you can see kind of in the distance, kind of what looks to be north of you. There's like a foresty area. You can see lots of tall trees. The west looks flat. The south, there's smoke rising because that's the way you came from. And to the east, it looks like there's like hills turning into mountains.
Let's go towards the mountains. It'll be easier to hide our ship.
Yeah, not in the forest where there's
No.
tall trees and you can.
Well,
Not-
okay.
Okay, so you take the ship and you veer towards the mountains. You get there, you get to kind of where the mountains are high enough to hide, but the higher you go, the harder it becomes to find kind of a flat
Mhm.
landscape to land on. So you can go up further to be more well hidden, but have a harder landing time, or you can stay a little lower and have an easy landing time, but not be quite as hidden.
Let's go higher. Well, I want to
No,
hear the,
you guys-
the,
you
the-
guys
the
go up-
opinion of
No,
my
he's got
of the
no
pilot.
opinion. He's got no opinion. He's trusting you. So
Okay.
you go up higher. It's the ground's getting more rocky, more unstable. It looks like there's a few good places that you could be hidden, but they all look like pretty difficult landings.
Okay.
Do you wanna go land?
Yeah, let's go land.
All right, there's one kind of it's a flatter area, but it's like right on the edge of a cliff, and you'd be completely exposed from one side, but completely hidden from the other three. And then there's one that looks like it's kind of like parallel parking when the space is only like that much bigger than your car. It looks like it would be maximum effort to get in, but you would be pretty much completely hidden unless someone was directly above you.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's land there.
Land in the tricky one?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll piloting, and you're gonna roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. I got a 17 the first one.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Well, that's a 9. Quick
Okay.
maths.
So as you Lopot kind of positions you over, and he's starting to bring the ship down. He's like, hit that button. Hit that button. No, that one. And you're just hitting all the wrong buttons. The ship's starting to shudder. He's like, fine, I'll hit the button. And he reaches over and hits it, bumping your joystick, your half of the controls, and the ship just kind of bunks itself into one of the walls before creaking down and finally settling on the ground. All of the crew, none of you are strapped in because you're all just in your areas. You all get thrown to the floor, get jostled around quite a bit. But
Is everything all right up there?
Everything's all right. How are you?
You all pass out. You all pass out. You go. You fall unconscious for a minute, and then you wake back up.
Oh, must have hit my
Everything's
head.
fine. Yeah, we're all right now.
No thanks to you.
It's fine, whatever. Well, come on, let's regroup with the group and come up with a plan.
Is there a galley or something on the ship?
There's like a little, similar to kind of what the Millennium Falcon has. It's got like a little like cargo-ish area that's got some seating, some chilling. You guys can regroup there.
Great, I'd like to head over there. Start checking the cabinets. Is there any tea?
Any tea? There. Yes, there's some tea. It's just like it's like the Star Wars equivalent of English breakfast tea.
Oh, hell yeah. I want to start making tea.
All right. There's no kettle, but there's this really busted up like saucepan.
That'll do.
Um,
It's how I make tea in my house.
use.
Would you make me a cup too, please?
Sure.
I could use it. Tea is good for the soul.
Tea is.
I'll take some tea as well.
All right.
Tea for everyone then.
Beef would like some tea. Beef would like tea.
Certainly, Biff. I'll make enough for everybody.
Awesome. As soon as a tin walks into the galley, Biff grabs him kind of by the chest and lifts him up in the air, and he says some words in Trandoshan. None of you speak it, but you can tell by the tone he is tearing a tin a new asshole for his rough landing. He is furious.
Is everyone all right?
And I'm gonna assume that means I love you too.
I don't think that's what it means.
That is
No,
not what beef means.
No, I know. I just was making a joke. Anyway.
It was not a funny joke.
Well, you're not funny either. Anyways,
I think you are funny. Funny
Jeez.
looking.
you can't even see my face right now.
I give him a high five.
You give Biff a high five?
We'll never know.
He's
They're
frozen.
both frozen. Oh, there we go.
You give
Yeah.
Biff a high five? Is that what you? Yeah. Okay. Biff, while still holding a tin up with one hand, gives you a little high five and then just like swings a tin over and drops him.
Okay. So now that that happened, let's come up with a plan to do what to do next. We are wanted fugitives,
Yeah.
just a little bit.
That could be a problem.
Any suggestions? Any ideas?
I think we should focus on leaving the system as fast as we can.
Okay.
My in my
Oh.
pre-campaign research, I found a lead, right?
Yes, you found a lead to. It was a shipping. You
Shipping
found some
records, yeah.
hyperspace shipping records.
Would those records I found, would following them take us out of this system, away from here?
It's not. You're not on the same hyperspace lanes. Because that's on the Corellian one, and you're on a different hyperspace lane. Hold on, let me pull it up.
You're
real
doing the
fast.
most.
I have it. You're. Oh God, where's the? You're on the Rima trade route hyperspace lane, and you found hyperspace records for the Corellian run hyperspace lane.
How long would it take us to get over to the Corellian run?
Not that long, provided you could find, or provided you had the ability to track a chart a course.
Okay. Well, I have business by way of the Corellian hyperspace lanes.
Is that right?
I would appreciate a lift in that direction.
A lift in that direction. What planet are you trying to go to?
Oh God, what planet am I trying to go to?
Let me tell you 1 second.
I know Ryloth is in that direction. You trying to go back home, Twi'lek?
Not at the moment, actually.
Oh, where is it? Too many lines. I'm too blind. I'm too weak.
Don't kill me.
Please. I don't. I have to check my notes. I do have a particular planet that the thing led to.
Well, let's see if we can power up the star. This ship has a star map system, right?
You should do. I mean, it's a spacefaring vessel.
It's got a navigation system.
Does anybody know
Alright,
how
well.
to use the navigation system?
Presumably.
Who's the operator?
I think I am. Hold on,
Oh,
let me
then
check.
you are the one who's got the best chance.
Great. I might be able to get the star maps up and working. Let's see.
Okay.
All right, the star maps. You can access them from that room, or you can access them from the cockpit area.
Let's do it in here as everyone is gathered. Do I have to roll?
No, I'm just gonna let you boot it up.
Excellent.
Just gonna
Right.
be kind.
Thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. Excellent. This rust bucket does work.
So you can input the information. I'm assuming you still have the files you stole from the slaver.
Yeah.
You can download that into the system to cross-reference, but it's going to take some time.
Right.
It'll be a little faster than if you manually cross-reference it. So if you want to.
Well, this is going to take a minute, but and I start plugging in variables.
Cool. It's going to take, after you plug it in, it's going to take probably several hours to compile all the information and build a route.
While she's doing that, can I do a more permanent fix to my arm now that I have my tools and everything?
You don't have all of the resources to be able to completely fix your arm, you can start tweaking it. You can look and see if the ship has any resources you could use.
I'll do that, I guess.
All right.
Is Cal in the room, or is he in engineering right now?
He's with you. He's there.
Okay. Cal, how were the repairs on the engine?
Oh, it needs a lot of repairs. It's yeah, I mean it's not bad. We probably won't explode. We probably won't explode. I think the fact that we haven't already exploded is a great step in the right direction. We're gonna count that as a win, and we're gonna pretend that the engine was not in fact smoking while we were flying. It could be much worse. That's what I can tell you. I can tell you it could be much worse.
All right. Do you know how long it'll take to fix the hyperdrive, if you can?
I mean, if I was lucky enough to find all the right tools, it would probably take me a day. If I can't find the tools, it'll probably take me the rest of my life because it can't be fixed unless they've got a spare part around here somewhere. I can fix it enough to get us spaceworthy, but we are gonna need to need to eventually find that part. I don't know where we'd find that part. I imagine at a place that sells parts we would find that part. But
what's the nearest...
I do not know what's the nearest one?
What's the nearest system near?
Well, I imagine we could find that part right here on this planet if we went to one of the bigger cities. You know, I know there's one kind of to the west that's got a big city that we might be able to find a part in. I imagine any system. It's a very common engine part. I imagine any system we went to, we could find some sort of mechanic as long as they were, not looking for us. But
yeah, I'd just rather not risk going to the bigger city.
Well, I'm not sure anyone in a smaller city would have this part, but we could always check.
Cities are easy to blend in.
And you, at least, Atin. Nobody knows what your face looks like.
I guess that's true.
I mean, y'all know what his face looks like, and the prison system knows what his face
Oh,
looks
fuck,
like.
they took
because
his helmet off.
in
Right.
prison.
I forgot.
Yeah, but they don't...
Not like the yeah, I guess it is.
But no one's gonna question if a Mandalorian's walking around with his face hidden.
Exactly. All right, well, I guess you convinced me. Well, do what repairs you can, Cal, and we'll try to make our way to the bigger city.
Does this ship have, like, the equivalent of a VIN number and a license plate?
It's like electronic signature, but someone would have to like come and scan that off of the central computer.
For bugs from the prison, like prison tracking bug things. I don't know if we already did that, but that seems like something that we should do.
That's true.
I don't remember if I gave this ship the equivalent of like a boot. I don't.
You didn't, but they might have like low-jacked us or something.
I know. I'm looking to. You guys can start looking through the ship to see if you can find any trackers. The fact that they. Let me just say the fact that you have not been descended upon.
Suggests they did not.
Is a fairly good indicator. It was a shipyard in one of the higher security buildings. I don't think their concern was that people were going to try and steal it. I don't think that was their concern.
It's also basically falling apart, so
They would probably want someone to take one of the, nice ships that was literally right next to this one that we could have taken.
See, but the issue with that is that it's a nicer ship, and it's probably tracked.
We discussed this last time.
Yeah.
listen, we made our choices in the past, now we have to live with it.
Alright, I'm still gonna look through
It
the
is
ship
what
for
it
any
is.
supplies we can get.
All right. So Harry, you're gonna start exploring the ship. Do the rest of you also want to start exploring the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be good.
You want to do it as a group, or?
I'm gonna head over to the barracks first.
I'm sticking with Doran.
Okay.
Wherever Doran's
There
going.
are
I
some
would
living
recommend someone help me with
quarters.
this because
if
I
you wanna
don't
go.
have any good looking stats.
My eyes broken.
My eyes are covered in fur. Okay, what do you want from me?
Cut your
It's a
hair!
you problem.
Get a haircut.
Get some cybernetic eyes. I don't fucking know.
Glasses.
I can't just replace.
They
me
work
with
for the rest of us.
Spoon your eyes out. I don't know. Do something.
That seems
Okay,
counterintuitive.
let's veer away. Let's veer away from this. You guys gonna go looking?
Yes,
Who's going to the barracks?
I'm going to the barracks.
Anyone else?
He insulted me. He can go alone.
Roasted. Where did my pencil go? Why do I keep losing my pencils? There it is. All right. So off of, I gotta make myself a drawing so we can be consistent. Off of the kind of main galley area, there are two hallways, one to the right and one to the left, and both of those hallways then have a one to the right and one to the left, kind of shaped like a TIE fighter. I'm making myself a drawing so I can know where everything is. Otherwise, I'm gonna get super confused like 2 seconds in.
As we're going, I want to check on like the status of supplies. How badly we would need to restock before heading out.
All right, that's in the galley.
Yeah.
All of the food supplies are there. It looks like there's not a lot of like nice food, but there's lots of dry rations.
I've eaten worse.
You could definitely, it's no Spacios, but you could definitely survive for a good period of time on these like freeze-dried stock rations.
Excellent.
They didn't.
The Cosmic Brownie's legendary item.
There's no such thing as a cosmic brownie. All right. So you're gonna stay in the galley. Javi, you're gonna go to the living quarters.
Yeah.
So that is if you go to your left and then towards the rear of the ship. There are, if you go through the left, and then you go towards the rear, and then you go back towards the right, you come to a big open kind of like, it's almost like a dormitory communal room where it's got like couches and stuff, and then there are, I made so much information and now I can't remember it. There are 6 rooms, look like 6 separate rooms off of this. There are 4 single rooms, like 4 rooms with just single beds, like 1 bed, and then there's 2 rooms that have 2 beds in them, kind of like a bunk style. But they look very nice. There's 2 bathrooms, one at each end. They look like nice and cozy. You can go in and claim a room if you want. Cal and Lopak have followed you to the barracks, and Lopak immediately takes one of the single rooms. One of the rooms that's just 1 bed. Cal takes one of the double rooms, and he like puts his stuff on the high bunk, and then he starts like straightening up one of the other beds, and he's like maybe Doran will want to room with me. He's like making it all nice. So.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna claim one of the single rooms, but meanwhile, I'm also gonna look if there's like any loot or any chests.
Is this Skyrim?
I mean,
are there any chests?
Think about like.
Are there any chests? No. Yeah.
Any,
yes,
like,
you open one of
chests?
the chests, and there was a Nordic helmet and 27 people. No, it's a cabbage.
Potato.
A cabbage. There's a cabbage. No. These rooms look pretty empty.
Okay.
There's a couple of like pictures on the wall that suggest that maybe at some point they were occupied by a crew of some kind, but there's not really any valuables. If you want to roll perception to tear your specific room apart.
Okay. 14.
There's nothing.
Okay.
All right. Who wants to go next? Who's going where?
I want to check and see how much supplies the ship has? Because if it has tea, I would assume it has at least a couple of other things.
Yeah, that's also in the galley. So while Lucy is looking for, Lucy finds the stock rations dried. You start kind of pulling up pantries. You start pulling out other things. Are you looking for food supplies or?
Maybe some medical supplies too.
There are no medical supplies in this room that you can see.
There's got to be a med bay on a ship like this, right? At least a small one.
Med bay, yeah.
Yeah, let's head over there.
While they're doing that, I'm looking for like engineering supplies, like parts for my arm, parts for the ship's engine before it explodes, stuff like that.
Okay, there's if you go to the right and then towards the rear of the ship, right at the end of that hallway, kind of to the. Quit being a menace. Where's Cullen? To the right. So if you go right, and then left, and then right, there's a little engineering. It looks like a room with lots of kind of spare parts. Biff is in there looking around. He nods at you as you walk in. But you can start picking through parts to see if you can find something to fix your arm.
I do that.
Okay. I'm just gonna give it to you. You managed to find enough spare parts. It's gonna take you some time to fix your arm. About as much time as the navigation is gonna need to compile, but you can do it. I'll give it to you because you've had a broken arm now for 3 episodes, and I feel bad. I feel like you ought to.
I'll get started on that right away then.
All right, Lucy and Quinn, you guys want to look for the medical area?
Yes.
Do you want to go down the right hallway or the left?
Which one was the one Etienne went down? The left?
He went down the left.
I'm going right.
Right.
All right. You go into the right hallway. You can see Harry take off towards the left. You can go right.
Sure.
All right. You turn to the right, and you go along, and you come to one room that looks. It looks like it has some equipment, various. Looks like someone has made some upgrades to this ship. Some of this equipment looks shinier, looks a little newer, looks like it might be a slightly different model. Do you want to go in and look or continue your search for a medical area?
Examine that.
Okay. You're going to go into the upgraded machinery. Ooh, bless you.
Thanks.
All right. As you go into the room, you see lots of different, like metal boxes. Lots of different. Looks like different systems have been plugged into this ship. Looks like a variety of different things. You want to figure out what any of them are?
Sure.
All right.
I'll
roll. Roll. Ooh, what do I want to put this as? Let's do this as technology.
Okay.
Can I give him advantage because I'm helping?
Yes, you may do that.
And just for this won't apply to this roll because it's wisdom, but since it's technically the same day I meditated, do I still get that?
Yeah, you can technically. I will give it to you. You didn't kill anyone, so as a reward. As a reward, you get to keep your clear
conscience.
head. Yeah, the clear conscience power up.
All right. I got a 15.
Okay. You start to go up and inspect some of the machinery. You can tell that this ship has had. It's got a backup hyperdrive. Is one of the machines in that room. So it's not the main one. You haven't found the main one. But you found the backup hyperdrive. It's it's just a basic class 15 hyperdrive, but it's nice to know you have it. There's also what looks like some there's been shock absorbers have been added to this ship, so it can take a bit of a hit when those are activated. It looks like there's a button to scramble other transmissions that come from outside the ship. Looks like this thing has a stealth drive. Looks like it's got a bit of cloaking technology. And there's 2 other machines that you can't quite identify.
While Doran is checking the machinery, I'm gonna lean up against the door frame, start checking my knives, and like looking, like turning one of my knives over and making sure there's no blood on it anymore, and say, are you alright, Doran? The last couple of days have been a lot.
Well, it's not the first time I've been in prison. Has been some time, but I hope that as many people got out of that facility as they were able to.
Yes, me too.
Are you alright?
Oh, I'm fine. Was my first time being in like a real prison. I mean, I've been arrested before, but I've never been processed. But I'm fine. I'm frustrated about the delay, I suppose.
We're going to find him.
I hope so.
What happens when we do will be up to you. Just prepare yourself for whatever the consequences of that will be.
Yeah, I know. I knew what I was doing when I decided to do this. I think. Kind of. Wasn't
Easy to judge that kind of a thing from the outside, but once you're in it, I
yeah.
understand.
Well, either way, I'm very grateful to you for all you've done and for staying with me. Not sure what this path would have made me if you weren't there.
Anything I can do to help you. I've made enough mistakes in my life. Someone should benefit from that knowledge, I suppose.
Well, though I wish very much that your life had not been as difficult as it seems it was, I appreciate your wisdom.
I'm glad. Who knows, maybe we can turn this band into something halfway respectable.
Well, good luck.
It wouldn't be the hardest thing I've ever done. Maybe second hardest, but not the hardest.
Admittedly, though he's a bit of an asshole, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a Mandalorian bounty hunter on our side.
True. Never hurts to have powerful allies.
That Bothan, he seems a bit of a mess, but not entirely stupid.
I can't really speak to the Bothan. I know so little about him, all things considered.
It's true.
Of the group, he is the one I've spent the least amount of time with.
Most of that has been unconscious.
But he seems a good sword.
Well, you did something to get into that prison, and, I mean, that arm of his, it's not a joke, technologically speaking.
He doesn't seem the killer type, though.
No. That's true.
But I do think it would be wise of us to keep our eyes open around these people.
Yes, well, we met them in a prison, so it doesn't inspire that much trust.
Not quite, but I do think they're trustworthy, but you can never be too careful.
I'm in a bit of a position because I was arrested for murder, and I did do it. So was the Mandalorian. However, he seemed very, casual, I suppose, or very calm about the murdering. It makes me a bit nervous.
I think it would behoove us to, at the bare minimum, learn more about who we're traveling with and potentially living with for some extended period of time.
I know I'm a killer, Doran, but I like to think I'm not a monster.
I don't think you're a monster.
Thanks.
I may not agree with spilling blood anymore, but I'm also the last person in the galaxy who can take the high road on that stance.
Come on, let's see if we can find that medical facility.
All right. So you scurry out of the high-tech room. You continue on the way you were going. As you kind of round around the front of the ship, there is a very large room that looks to be oddly empty. If you want to go peek in there.
I would, yes.
Okay,
All right. Roll. You wanna figure out what's in this room?
Yes, please.
Cool.
Roll. Is there investigation?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
All right. Roll. Oh, roll investigation. Yeah. Roll investigation.
Do you want us both to roll or one with advantage?
If you both want to investigate the room, or if that.
Okay, let's both roll.
That's both. It's all good. This is
Bad. Very bad. I got a 9.
I got a 13.
So upon first glance, it appears that this room doesn't really have much in it. As you walk in, you can see what kind of looks like a firing range at the far end. But there's no weapons that you can see. It looks strangely empty, like there is indeed something missing.
Some kind of training ground?
What was that, Quinn?
Can I check the floor and see if there's any, like, I don't know, signs of robotic things?
Yep.
Ooh, that would be an investigation check?
Yes.
19.
Okay. So you can see it appears there are almost like track lines for sliding panels. It does look like parts of the floor might open even to reveal something underneath. As you kind of work your way along the wall, along the floor, you can see these same kind of track lines and panels appear to continue up the walls.
Whoever owned this ship, I'd wager they were probably also somewhat in our line of business. And good at it too.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that. What do you think this room is for? It's very empty.
I think it's a training room of some sort. It looks like there's movable panels and for different environmental settings.
Now that could be useful.
Do you want to try to activate this room?
How squishy are you, Lucy?
Pretty squishy!
I am also pretty squishy.
You can go and grab a few other people if you want, or you can just, pull a Harry and just gung-ho,
Just
start
I'll
looking for a button or something.
I'll stick my head into the hallway and say, "Hey! We found something!"
All right, so Biff and Lopak are going to come and join you, and do either of the other players want to? Javi, you can't hear them call because you're back in one of the rooms of the barracks.
I think my curiosity of the ship takes over my concern, so I'll take a break from trying to fix it and go over.
Cool.
Where's the tin? Is he here? Is he coming?
He's not coming. He's
Hold
taking a
on.
nap.
I'm going to go drag a tin over.
Okay. You can go and drag.
Just go, knock, 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 knock. A tin! We found something!
What is it now?
We found, I think it's a training room of some kind. You might want to see
Right.
it.
I'll be right out.
Okay. Hurry.
I open the door.
Right,
All right,
let's
let's go.
Okay. So y'all boogie back into that strangely empty room. Everyone's gonna start looking for a button. Everyone roll a d20 and just give me your numbers. This isn't a check of anything. Just give me your numbers.
2.
13.
9.
9.
Lucy, what did you get?
2.
Nice. That's nice. Okay. Who did I have second? Who entered the room with you first? It was Biff and. Okay.
Lopak.
So Lopak finds a button on the wall, over by the door. And he kind of like looks at the button, and then he looks at all of you and like gestures. He's like, "Anyone want me to press it?"
I don't say anything. I just kind of reach for my blaster just in case.
That's Mandalorian for yes.
Yeah, I pull out my weapons and like ready stance.
Okay, so Lopak pushes the button. How many of you are standing close to walls? And how many of you are standing in the middle of the floor?
We were looking
just
for.
with that check. I'm probably just walking around randomly slapping the wall, trying to find some kind.
Yeah, we
I
were
was
looking for
a
buttons.
button that was probably by the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's close to the wall as well.
So as he pushes that button, Harry, as you go to slap the wall next, your hand goes, and suddenly there is no more wall. The panel you were about to slap has disappeared. All around the room, the panels of the wall are beginning to kind of slide out of view, revealing what is behind them, which happens to be a wide array of weapons.
Excellent.
Guns.
Yes.
Though you can't see it,
blades.
there is a wide smile under this helmet.
There are guns, vibroblades, staffs. Looks like might even be a few sniper rifles. There is a energy bow. Pistols, blasters. And there appear to be a few racks of various armors and shield implements as well.
Fuck yes.
As all of this happens,
See, Kala.
as the room reveals itself to be a fully stocked arsenal, Lopak, he gets so excited, he presses the button again, and the panels in the floor begin to slide open. It's up from the floor rise some training dummies. They appear to be deactivated, and also a computer panel that looks like it might control the dummies.
Who the hell owned this ship?
I take back every doubt or derogatory comment I ever made. I'm in love.
This has to be one heavily armed smuggler.
This is fantastic.
Given the amount of modification that we've seen on this ship, people who put that much work into their ship don't like it to be stolen, so we should probably be careful.
There might be some other goodies in this ship that we don't know about.
I run up and grab the energy bow,
With your
and I
broken
wave it
arm?
around, not at it, but still.
I will say this is an area where you can train weapons. Just for future reference, your armory you can use to train any weapon. Any weapon you come into the armory and train with, you gain proficiency for it. If you already have proficiency, you gain expertise for it. This can be used to repair weapons, get new skills. If you so like anytime you train in this room, you get some weapons perks.
Oh hell yes.
Perhaps if you are vigorous enough with your training, they will become permanent. Just a thought. Anyway, so this is the armory.
I'm going to spend a lot of time in here.
Mm-hmm.
I might start to like you now.
Thanks.
Implying that you didn't like her before?
Clearly we did not like each other much.
Don't fucking insult my daughter.
Oh, I should note there's enough stuff in this room to outfit all of you plus like 3 more people.
Nice.
There's quite an arsenal. You're quite
What-
well stocked.
What kind of armors are we looking at?
On the racks, there appear to be a variety of medium, light, and heavy armor.
Sweet.
There's not enough for like you all to have heavy armor or all to have light or medium armor, but there's definitely an array. There is a full like 8 fiber armor suits. Those appear to be the most plentiful, but there's various other bits, ads, pieces.
I might snag one of those.
Absolutely. Can snatch him right up.
I want to investigate the dummies, the training dummies.
Absolutely. So as you inspect them, they stay dead. Not dead, but like they stay inactive because they haven't been activated. It looks like they have the ability to use multiple weapons. It looks like a few of them are like 1 or 2 of them was fitted to use like staffs or swords. One looks like it's fitted to use blasters and projectile weapons. So looks they look cool. They look like they can do a lot of variety of different things. They're all on tracks on the floor, so it looks like they can move pretty freely. They can do a wiggle.
These are going to be very fun.
They are going to be fun. They're my babies. I should note they don't look like they're self-healing. It looks like once they're damaged, they will need to be repaired. As does everything in this.
So don't
Don't beat them. Don't beat them up,
Don't go ham.
please.
don't. Yeah.
No going ham on the training dummies.
Okay.
My eraser fell off my pencil.
Oh no.
All right, so you have investigated the armory. There are still a few more rooms yet to be seen.
Yeah, I'll reluctantly pry myself away from the wall of weaponry.
All right, you guys are still in the search of medical?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so as you exit the armory, you continue around the curve of the ship and you come to a room that looks like it has some medical equipment in it.
Ah, at last.
It looks to be reasonably stocked. It's not got anything that'll like save you from death. Like if you're dying, it's not like there's no back tank. There's none of that stuff. But it does look like there's a good amount of stuff you could patch yourselves up with. There's a fire extinguisher, a trauma kit. There's just various medical equipment. It looks reasonably stocked, not like it would save all of you if all of you were injured, but you could use it to patch up a few people.
Good to know. Right, so we found a training room and a medical center. Galleys.
Javi and Harry, are you two still?
There's a couple of rooms in the barracks, 4 singles, 2 of them or 3 of them are doubles. Not much else there. And engineering, haven't looked there yet, but
We did find a lot of modification in one of the engines, just like generally modified mechanisms on the ship. We do have a stealth drive, it seems.
Oh.
Backup hyperdrive. So we have quite an impressive setup, actually.
Huh. Interesting.
Can't decide if I
Alright.
want to meet who owned this ship before us.
It's best if we don't.
I know, but they have such good taste.
They do. I'll give them that, they do. But still. Last thing we want is a death mark.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Some of us already.
Right, so the ship seems relatively well stocked. We still haven't found the main hyperdrive.
No, we should probably split up and look for that. Or we can go together as a group.
I'm reluctant to say what could happen, but
I don't know,
I mean-
maybe...
Harry and Cal were in the engine room earlier. So, like,
Yeah, we already.
you found it. You just haven't acknowledged it.
Harold, if you know, now would be the time.
Yeah, I was like,
What am I knowing?
The hyperdrive.
Oh, the hyperdrive. I was okay. I thought you meant how to fix the ship. I was like, I got no idea. Maybe my Boston guy does. But the hyperdrive. Do I know how to start it?
you know where it is.
Oh, I know where. Okay. Yeah, I do. I know where it is. Apparently, or yeah, it's right over here.
Okay, so Harry leads you all out of the armory and down a set of stairs as you enter kind of what feels, it's like a not a basement, but it is like a lower, like the lower level of the ship. And you enter then the engine room. Cal is already there, laying under the engine, doing his tinkering. The hyperdrive and engine are like side by side, so they're in this nice long room.
Hey Cal, what's the verdict on the engine there?
Well, we don't have the part. We do not in fact have the part. I need to fix it. However, I was able to bypass that, so we probably won't explode when next we go into space.
That is a
not.
relief.
Probably. I won't know until we power it up and we either explode or we don't. But we should be able to get some lift off, get out of atmosphere, and go somewhere else. I don't know how long it'll hold, but we've got some time. You know, we're good. I've handled it as best I could.
Well, could be
Good
worse.
job, Cal.
Thank you.
Do you know how to use the hyperdrive? I don't remember. Did you say?
Yeah, it's a Class 8 hyperdrive. It's quite nice actually. Yeah, well, I wasn't expected. It's not quite anchored in properly. Because it is like a very nice hyperdrive for a very not nice ship. But I do know how to operate it. I can get us into Zoom.
Excellent. Good job, Cal.
All right. Wonderful. And how long will that take?
Oh, I can do it right now if you guys don't care about a 50-50 chance of explosion.
Let's hold off, actually.
Then it's gonna take me about 3 hours.
Okay.
All right.
Don't we need to
3 hours we got.
Maybe anyway.
Yeah, we need to fix our communications.
Yeah. So,
Right.
Cliff, you're the expert. Do that.
Am I done with my arm?
Are you done with your arm? Have you're not quite done. It's basically mended. It's a little it's a little sharp, a little jagged. It hasn't been fine-tuned, but it's basically
It's a good
operable.
weapon. Yeah, I'll work on communications. See what I can do.
Okay.
The rest of you wanna go check out the barracks? Wanna pick some bedrooms?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
right.
real quick, I have a question for Cal. So, will we need to go into the city to get the replacement part?
Well, we're gonna need to go into a city.
A city.
It doesn't have to be this one. I do think I can patch enough that we can get somewhere else. It'll be a little risky. We'll have to fly very carefully and not get into any fights. But I do think that I can get it enough that we can get off of this system and onto another one. I'm not saying I would recommend it, but I am saying I don't want to go back to jail, and they're probably going to be looking for us here. So we do have to kind of weigh the risks of whether we want to die here or possibly die somewhere else.
I'd pick
We're all
somewhere
going to die
else,
eventually. I mean,
personally.
we can't prevent that. We all.
All right. Well, then let's look at the star map and see what planet is near us.
Yeah.
All right.
At least in flying distance.
All right. You want to go back to the galley and look at the star map. The planets that are near to you are other colony planets. There's a few of them are on hyperspace lanes. A few of them are kind of to the side.
What was the hyperspace lane you said we were in?
You're on hyperspace lane 4. So that's the Rima trade route.
Okay.
Trade route.
There's got to be some relatively backwater planet within jumping distance, right?
Yeah. You can. Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find the most innocuous, least spectacular or interesting planet I can in jumping distance.
The Rima trade route. Let's see.
Why won't you let me zoom? I've zoomed in as far as I can. There's Giju, Gorman, Thyfera, Tyre, Fondor.
Ooh. What about Sullust?
Is that
close?
Oh gosh.
You said the Rima trade route, right?
Yeah, but like, so you're in the colonies.
Oh, okay.
Colonies part of space. You can go. The further you go, the more likely it is you're gonna explode.
Gotcha.
What's the
So let's try to
closest
get to
The closest planet to where you are right now is Giju.
Let's go there
Would
then.
there be any like?
Let me.
Is it populated?
1 second.
Could you?
Let's
Okay.
just say that it is.
All right, friends.
I'm gonna say there's a nice big city on that planet.
Good.
Sweet.
No
How
one
do
can
we do-
fact check me. Everyone can fact check me. But no one can fact check me. I make the rules. I am God.
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
How do we all feel about hopping over to Gaju?
Never been there, so I don't know anything.
Yeah, me neither. But it's close. It's unremarkable, and there's a city. So
Sounds
Better than
perfect.
prison.
Quite the gamble, but let's do it.
great.
Great. I'm gonna need about 3 hours to fix up the engine enough that we can get there and probably not explode. So we gotta do that. If one of you wants to work on navigation, so we can just jump right there, that would be swell. But yeah, I think that's good.
You want me to
Great.
help you out with the engine?
No.
Fair enough.
Take as much time as you need, Cal. As sure as we possibly can be about not blowing up would be ideal.
Yes, I do not want to blow up. I in fact found I've quite liked being alive. And I quite like you all, so I don't want you to blow up either. I don't want to blow up, but I don't want you to blow up either. Also, Doran, I took one of the double rooms. I thought maybe because we were so good in that cell, I thought maybe you would want to room with me again.
I'd be happy to room with you again, Cal.
And he does like a little happy like jig dance, and then he like slides back under the engine and starts tinkering.
I
What
will
the hell is
protect this
Biff?
child with my life.
Where is Biff?
How do you lose a large Trandoshan?
He's like 6'9". He's really tall.
He's like twice
funking
my
around.
size.
We lost
You
the
lose.
lizard.
How do you lose a lizard?
You forget to treat her right. How do you lose a woman? You forget to cherish her.
Right.
I'm gonna look for Biff.
7-foot lizard. Where is he?
Are you all gonna go through the ship shouting for Biff?
Biff.
Or...
It's Biff.
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 I'm not saying out loud. I don't care about that.
Biff.
Biff.
Please try to sound
Biff, where are you? So Biff, you're moseying in through the ship. Do you go back upstairs?
Yeah.
All right, as you are kind of moseying through the ship, Biff kind of sticks his head out from what looks like there's like another staircase to go up. And Biff kind of pops his head down, and he's like, "What?
You
What do
doing
you
up
need?"
there?
I am looking at the guns.
Guns.
Yes. Did
I
you
go
not
up.
see them? Did you not see the big guns? You were in the cockpit and they were right there.
I wasn't in the
I
cockpit.
was too busy trying not to crash this.
And you failed. You can say trying all you want, but you were too busy failing to land us successfully. Let's not
Biff,
let's
no,
not butter our
There
words.
is no try.
Biff, could
You all
please-
fall unconscious. You all pass out. Biff actually, because he's leaning out of the hole above, he falls down to the floor below.
No.
He breaks his neck. He dies instantly. No, I'm just,
Oh my god.
just kidding. Biff, I can't do that to Biff. But you all pass out, fall unconscious, except for Lopak. He kind of like walks in on all of you passed out in a pile, and he's just like and
Yes.
turns and walks away.
We all have narcolepsy.
But you all wake back up. Biff is on the floor looking up at you now.
Biff, would you show me the guns, please?
What kind of
Something
armament?
on the atmosphere of this planet.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. It's
We
really
have-
different to me.
We have 4 guns. We have two that do the spinny, that do the whoosh 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 whoosh, so you can aim more, and we have 2 that just fire in a straight
2
direction.
stationaries and 2 turrets. Okay.
That's what I said.
You said
Are you trying to pretend you're smarter than me?
It was far more clear.
This is why I like this man. This man, this Bothan. I like this man. I like this man quite a
you-
lot.
Well, thank you,
Thank-
Biff.
You are very
Thanks,
welcome.
Biff.
Do you need anything? There's some food in the galley. We've been checking the engines. We should be out on our way to pick up a replacement part in about 3 hours before heading down to the Corellian trade routes.
Excellent. How shall we pass the time? How
Well-
should we all get to know each other?
Okay, well, I was going to pick a bunk first, and then suppose we could do lunch. I'm hungry. It's been a while since the Spacios.
What food is in the ship?
Most of it's freeze dried, actually. We could pop out and see if there's anything fresh in the mountain, I guess.
You could do that.
Microwaving things.
I don't mind nuking it.
You want to blow up the ship?
No.
No, it's just a phrase.
A phrase?
It's
You're-
a Mandalorian
is it-
figure of speech. Don't worry about it.
Is it common for Mandalorians to just blow things up?
Yes.
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 Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
I'm gonna head to the barracks and pick a room. Are there any singles left?
there are 2 singles left and 1 double.
I'll snag a single.
Okay.
I'll take
just-
the other single.
Put a knife on the pillow to mark my territory.
I've had bad experiences with roommates in the past, namely lying unconscious on the ground.
Yeah, so you guys all pick a room. Biff takes the other double. He's alone in it because there's 7 of you, and I did math correctly. So Biff has a single in the form of a double. So you've all got your fun little rooms.
Yay!
Want to take a lunch time?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, let's all go to the galley.
I'm
Wonderful.
going to
All right,
try
and we are gonna take 5, and we'll come back to lunchtime.
Yay!
We'll take a quick 5, and then we'll be back.
See y'all soon.
Oh,
Yay! We have returned. We are so sorry for those technical difficulties. We are not professionals.
We're just
Um,
doing our best out here.
We're doing our
Doing
best,
our
and sometimes our best just ain't enough. So our gang is at lunch now.
Yes.
We are chilling at lunch. I can hear myself through the stream. That is not a good look for me. But we are at lunch. We are all gathered in the galley. So let's munch a buncha.
Muncha buncha.
So, I mean, we went over it a little bit. I'm like rummaging through the cabinets trying to put together a meal.
Oh,
Mine's just heating in the microwave.
You have to pick food first. You
Oh,
can't just
well.
put.
Well, let's see what I can rummage up.
I've had to make more food for more people with less supplies before. This is fine.
This is fine. Oh, I almost dumped my pizza on the ground.
We briefly discussed it, I believe, when we first arrived at the processing center, but, if nobody's opposed to sharing, why exactly was everyone there?
I thought we already talked about this.
Well, very briefly.
generally.
Hmm. Well, Glyph, you go first.
Oh, okay. I mean, like I said, I just got in with the wrong crowd, I guess. I don't know how you would put it.
Yeah, but what did you do? Like, what crime specifically were you arrested for?
Let me see if I can remember the name of it. It was, I was arrested for throwing races
Oh, okay.
and betting against myself and mob ties.
So what now? What was that last one?
The stuff, mob ties.
The mob?
What?
Which
Mob
mob?
type?
Low level, minor mob
Okay.
ties.
Oh, what kind?
Like,
I
what are those
was
losers called? The
somewhat-
exchange?
I was in a extremely large amount of debt to them.
To
that
who?
kind. The debt people.
Which debt people?
If you're not
Ooh.
making sense here.
Glyph, who do we have to be worried about coming on our tail to collect your debts, Glyph?
It should be fine. Honestly, I kind of thought this guy was one of them. At
Lift!
point two, what's his name that was going to save us? The truth is, out of character, I don't think I've actually come up with a name for them yet. Have I? Did I send you? A
It's
name?
the Huts! Just say the Huts
I
and we'll
don't think
take
you
it and
sent
move
me the
on!
name of the gang. No, they don't exist yet.
But
That's
yeah, I was considering that.
The Hut
They-
Cartel?
It was on Tatooine,
They
wasn't
definitely
Nope,
exist.
they don't exist yet. I guess they're based on Nar Shaddaa this time.
Nar Shaddaa,
period,
yeah, it's
right?
still a thing.
I didn't say it was. I said the Huts were on Nar Shaddaa.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay, so
who's,
Now Hutta, which is next to Nar Shaddaa.
who's hanging on Tatooine? Who did you piss off? Do you not know yet?
Yeah, he was on Tatooine.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
Harry was on Tatooine.
it's probably a shitty mob.
No one said that the mob was based on Tatooine. Just that he was
True.
on Tatooine. Because he was where
True.
the pod racing scene was.
Yeah, that makes more
Oh,
sense.
fuck, we lost him.
Oh, he's
Oh,
lost
we,
him.
gone.
we interrogated
We
him too
lost
much.
him.
We were like, tell us what mob you're part of. And he was like, I'm out. Tell me.
Listen, snitches get stitches.
I'll talk.
The mob actually came to his house and took him.
I'm
really
I am-
having a hard time.
I'm in debt with the mutts.
We'll just leave. I'm in debt with. Fill in later.
Yeah.
I'm in debt
TBD.
with blank.
I think I must have come up with it at some point. I don't think I
You
would have left it
you
blank.
came up with it. I don't think you gave me a name.
I don't know. I might have said it in my character introduction, but it's not written down on my character sheet. 'cause I'm just-
You gave me the name of your. Hold on. You gave me the name of your old racing partner,
yeah.
but you didn't give me a name of the mob.
Yeah. All right. I'll come up with that at some point because we're very professional here, clearly.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, everything's fine.
No one's watching, so like, there's no pressure.
No one cares. We can edit all this out, right? It's
Listen,
not like
Alex-
live or anything.
I mean,
Alex
fine,
dropped
we can
by
edit it out, too.
earlier, okay?
Fair enough.
We had an audience member.
someone was actually able to watch this. Could you imagine?
Can you imagine if someone was actually able to perceive this without it being terribly glitchy?
Actually, I don't think he's still here. I think he left.
That's chill.
Ouch. Ouch. Hurts my soul.
It's fine.
All
What
right, are
about
we all
you, Miss
back in our
Murder?
boxes and ready to go?
I'll say
Yes.
this. I'll say this. I'm not a murderer.
Well, you do have that going for you, I suppose.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
I cannot toast to that, I'm afraid.
I don't know if I technically. I can now. Previously, not so much.
Previously?
Previously on the wonderful show that is Doran's life.
Listen, we've all done things we're not particularly proud of.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, well, I have to admit, I'm quite proud. Well, I guess not proud. I'm satisfied with my actions.
I can't cheers to that.
Yeah.
Woo!
No regrets.
No
Some
regrets.
regrets.
Why
A
was I
few
mimicking?
regrets.
I can't drink to that.
There
Yeah.
are a handful of regrets.
There are several.
There's a bag
Oh,
of
There's a
regrets.
fleet full of regrets.
Yeah.
Mandalorian, you were gonna go next.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was contracted a bounty. I killed the wrong man.
What?
Yeah.
How do you kill the wrong?
The description on the bounty wasn't enough to go by. It was some high official wearing red clothing with a red cloak, and there was somebody who wore something similar going into the same office building, and I decided to take a shot because I was already.
Yeah, that's
Then
very
you never
vague,
look red.
actually.
Yeah.
For those of you playing along at home, it wasn't a bounty. He picked his target. So that's a lie.
But
That's
we don't know
spicy.
that.
Yep.
No, I know. I'm saying for those of you playing along at home who may not have seen previously when that was established.
Disgust.
The characters don't know.
This drink tastes like fruit leather, for the record. Like in a good way.
Okay.
Sorry, that was really off topic, but I needed to share. So, I killed a man. In my defense, he deserved it, and I'm not sorry.
How'd you kill him?
I slit his throat.
Ooh.
Who was?
Fuck, what was his name?
See, I'm not the only one.
Rod or something?
It was.
It was no, it was like
No.
it was like Bob or something, wasn't it? It was one of those really benign.
We came up with something
Oh,
really.
It was Roderick. It was Roderick.
It was Rod Herrick.
Rod
Rod
Roderick.
apostrophe Herrick.
No, it was R-A. I wrote it down. I did actually write this one down. It was R-A-H apostrophe H-A apostrophe D apostrophe R-I-K. Pronounced
Hashtag-
Rahadrick.
Rahadrick.
Not my Rahadrick.
Not my Rahadrick.
His name was Rahadrick. He was an asshole, and he got what was coming to him.
Fair enough.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
Galaxy's full of assholes.
Yes. Well, one less now.
Still many.
Still many.
What about you, Doran?
I assisted.
Yeah. An accomplice. And breaking and entering. What we charge for the breaking and entering?
We won't.
Just the
What was
murder.
it?
Okay.
Don't call me out like that. You were charged for the most. You were charged for the most severe crime, and you were imprisoned for the most severe crime. You haven't.
And technically,
None of you have actually gone to trial.
Oh, that's
Yes,
true.
technically, we were never officially formally accused.
We were just suspects.
We were suspected.
Oh, I forgot. Attempting to evade arrest, and they arrested me for assaulting a police officer, but I never actually did that one.
You did.
I tried. They hurt their hand when they were ripping off my arm.
No.
no, you ripped off your own arm! I will
Excuse-
not. This slander. This slander.
I ran away. They were still grabbing onto my arm, and so it got pulled off, and they hurt their hand and accused me of attacking them.
You tried to jump over one of them.
Not with the intention of hurting them.
Can I see through this lie?
Insight check.
Yeah. do some roll insight.
There's a 12.
You can tell that he seems like he's kind of bluffing, but you can't tell like flat out that he's lying. He just seems like he's a little sus. This was an Among Us game. His name would definitely come up for potential imposter.
Please don't throw me out of the spaceship.
Well, I mean, you
No
are
promises.
technically on land right now. Like,
I
you're
mean, we
on
can just
station.
throw him off the cliff.
You didn't land on the one with the cliff. You landed the one where you were completely encapsulated.
We're in like a crevice.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
stuck with each other.
Shit. Is Biff with us?
Yes.
What about you, Biff?
Beef is here.
What got you in the slammer?
Beef killed someone.
Nice.
Yeah.
What for?
I honestly don't remember.
Cheers.
It was, well, you know, I can't remember which one they accused me of, you know. I don't know which particular one put me in prison.
Starts to blur together after a bit. Yeah. I get
So
that.
Yeah.
you don't care about what is it?
If you bring up my skirt keeper one more time, Empty Tin, I'm going to take this mug of tea and I'm going to punch you in the face with it. Do not come in here and preach my own religion to me. You are nothing more than a white man preaching about religion to someone, and you do not understand my religion.
I'm actually
You do not
Brown.
understand my religion. Keep quiet, Mandalorian, if you want to keep your tongue. I am over it. I feel like I have coddled you up to this point. We have been good buddies. We have been good friends. I think I have
There
treated
has
you
a
right
dark side.
nicely. I think I've treated you with respect. But you jostled me in the ship. And then you insult my religion for a second time.
I wasn't
I will not
insulting
stand
your
for
religion.
it.
I was
Alright,
not
will-
insulting your religion.
And then-
Stand up right now. Stand up right now.
No,
People would like
let's.
to hate
Okay,
you.
can we institute a rule right now? No brawling in the galley. If you want to fight, take it to the training room.
All right, we will go. Come now, Empty Tin.
I'm not going anywhere.
Then you are a coward.
Okay.
I'm not a coward.
You are a coward. You will not fight me. You are a man with no honor. I never thought I would see a Mandalorian with no honor, but you have already admitted you have killed an innocent man. You have killed the wrong person. You will not fight me in a brawl. You have no honor. You should be ashamed to wear your armor that you wear.
Okay.
Get your lizard breath in the training room.
I look at Doran like,
Same.
somebody's going to die today.
Let's do our best to make sure that it's neither of them.
Boys, is this? Do we have to do this? Must we?
He has insulted me, and I have in turn insulted him.
Yes. Can we call it even there? Insult for insult. Done now.
No,
Who wants to place bets on who's gonna win?
No, thank you. I prefer if nobody was terribly injured. We are still evading the cops, and we might need everybody we can get.
Biff, is there not more honor in finding a way to cooperate with your enemy?
but he is not my enemy. He is my friend who has wronged me.
Even
It
more
has hurt my heart. It has hurt my heart. We must brawl. I will not kill him. I will not.
A tin? Non-lethal only. Okay?
Fine.
We fight with fists.
Good.
Like real men. Do you know what a real man is, Atin?
Yes, I know what a real man is. You
So
are an
you
alien.
did in fact have a father figure.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to can it with the racism, Atin. Really put the kibosh on that one.
Square
My
up.
father was no man.
Square up. I do not need your emotional backstory. I do not care. Biff does not care. Right here, in my moment of triumph, I'm about to wipe the floor with this idiot. I'm about to wipe the floor with this man.
Okay, proceed.
Javier.
No,
it's
no, no.
just no.
Not. No, why do I have unarmed strike?
Unarmed strike is you're looking at your attack bonus. You should just have a flat kinetic hit. With your strength should be
Oh, it's a +2.
what? So your hit should be 3, period. Okay. So you do 3 damage to Biff.
Okay.
You hit him, he doesn't even stagger. He just takes it. Biff is going to hit you back now. How does a 26 do against your armor class?
Beats it.
Biff would like you to take 6 damage.
Okay.
Harry is just gone. Poor Harry. He's in and out. Oh, he's back.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
To get you up, Biff, because I realized you looked away. Biff hit the empty tin. Quite successfully. Thank you, Biff. Alright, you may hit me again, Atin. Unless you are too much of a coward.
I'll hit you again.
Okay.
19 + 2.
That is good. You may hit Biff.
I'm gonna sweep for the leg.
There is no sweep the leg in sword fighting.
This isn't sword fighting.
You go to sweep the leg. You hit his legs. He doesn't fall. But you do whack him in the leg a little. He stumbles a bit. You good, Quinn?
I would like to. I would like to give Biff a D4 on his next attack.
A what? A D4? An extra D4?
Why?
I say, go Biff, hit him in the helmet. Go Biff, hit him in the helmet. And then I give him a D4 on his next attack, or any attack he chooses to, and he can check to see what his die roll is before using it.
All right. Well, I hit him. I hit him real hard.
I brought my drink. I'm just
Alright.
lounging in the
You can
doorway,
keep it
like.
for up to 10 minutes.
I'm munching while this brawl is happening.
How do you think this is
Alright,
gonna go, Doran?
Biff hits again, and he would like you to take. Are you able to take 9 damage? Do you have enough left?
My money's on the Trandoshan.
I have to say mine is also on the trend of.
He is 7 feet tall. He doesn't lose this.
7 feet of your muscle.
And can you take 9 damage and live, Javier?
Yes, I'm at 5 out of 20.
Okay, then take 9 damage. Beef has hit you again. You get hit. You're not in good shape.
I'm gonna
No.
tackle
We
this fool.
just talked it out.
Is this
Attack.
a common way of communication among males? No?
Well,
Not of my.
the
Not a
Boston,
nat-
Boston
not a
hate each
natural
other,
20.
But they bottle up all their emotions deep within them, and then
that's
try to exploit others for all their worth.
Oh, okay.
As you guys are having this musing, a tin tackles Biff and takes him. He doesn't fall, but he does like slam Biff back against the wall. Biff, in return, takes his knee and puts it straight into a tin's gut, doing
Okay.
6 damage, and a tin passes out down on the ground. A tin has dropped to 0 hit points.
Ouch.
High five, Biff.
Yes, thank you, Glyph.
That was very impressive, Biff.
Quite impressive.
Thank you. I am going to carry him to the medical center. Does anyone know medicine?
Do I?
Oh,
Let me rack my memory.
Let me see.
No.
Vaguely.
No. Can do a little. I can like put on a
I could
Plaster.
actually I feel very zen today. I think I could do it.
Okay. I can help. I'm familiar with some medical things. I think you and I, if we work together, Doran, we can do this.
Sounds like a plan.
So Biff,
Many talents, Cal.
yes, he's quite smart. Biff scoops a tin up and carries him into the medical facility and just kind of like drops him on the bed. You've got 2 people working on you, Javier, so you can take 2d4 back of your hit points. You've got 2 people.
All right. While they're treating a tin, I'm going to turn to our other new friend and say, "What about you? What's your story? You weren't arrested. You came and staged a riot."
Well, I would hardly call it a riot. I mean, I've been to quite a few riots, and that was like a summer party or something like that.
Well, the whole building was on fire, so
It wasn't the whole building, and the building that was mostly on fire was mostly just empty. It was mostly just paper. I mean, there were a few folks in there, I suppose, but we pulled the fire alarm, so I'm sure they got out.
probably.
Do just people die like all the time around you guys? Is that how it works?
No, it's not that
Yes.
common. Okay.
I mean, not usually the people I'm working with. I do possess a certain number of skills. It's usually the people on the other team that are dying, which is doing the death, doing the deceasement.
I generally prefer to go for non-lethal combat most of the time, unless someone's on my list, in which case I will kill them without hesitating.
Yes, I've noticed you were actually quite impressive in that hallway.
Thank you very much.
Doran goes. Doran looks up from his work.
What are your intentions with my daughter?
So, why food processing center? What were you after?
Well, I'm not sure you actually want to know, but let's just say I was there to remove some incriminating evidence that they had on my employer.
I respect that. Yeah, that's fine.
Who is your employer? If you are at liberty to say.
I'm at liberty. I don't think I should. I don't think you'll think too kindly of me if you know who I work for.
I don't think that it would be a negative impact on our relationship.
Unless it's the Mutts.
If you need to know, I'll let you know. But it's probably better for everyone if you don't get too curious. He's a dangerous man.
Oh.
Not that I'm scared of him. I'm not. I'm not scared of anybody.
Insight check.
Okay?
Yeah, me too, actually. Nope. I have no idea.
Ooh,
I
nope.
believe
I
it.
do.
I got a 6.
I'm out. I'm just fucking out.
Good liar.
Yeah, I got a 7, so.
What did you get, Quinn?
Well, I rolled a 2, and I don't think I have any. Oh, wait, actually, because insight is a wisdom skill, so I have advantage. Oh, that's so much better. That's a 24.
You can see him twitch. He is not pleased about this line of questioning.
You don't have to tell us if you really don't want to.
I really don't want to.
I understand that. But do you have a deadline to meet or anything? Or
Well,
are you sort of a freelance agent with this man?
if I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, I don't necessarily think he wanted me to get out of that prison. So, it's, generally I thought I was going to have a ship waiting for me, but there was no ship. So either he betrayed me or my crew betrayed me, and my crew wouldn't betray me.
Do you need to get back to your crew? Do you want to get back to your crew?
Not particularly. If I didn't make it out, then
Well, maybe this is a clean slate for you.
darling, nothing I do is ever clean.
Look at all of us sitting back, no one that cares about us. What a life.
Okay, well, speak for yourself.
Cheers, bro. I'll drink to that. I care about you.
See, there you go.
Yeah, we care
I
about
appreciate
you as
that.
Oh,
well.
Am I awake?
Not you, Boffin. Cal.
I told you to take 2d4 back of health. So,
Oh.
what are you at? What are you at after those 2d4s?
Well, since I was, fucking knocked out.
No, what are you? What's your hit point?
My hit points.
You took
I was
2d.
I'm at a 4 out of 20 now.
Okay, so you're groggy. You're conscious, but you're groggy.
Ah, welcome back to the land of the living.
Don't sit up too fast.
Do not fight Biff
You
again.
will throw up if you sit up too fast. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do the I look to Biff and I'm gonna get up from the little medical bed. I'm gonna walk up to him and do the "you son of a bitch." Try to grasp his arm as like a form of
The manly hand grab.
manly
Predator high
The
five.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
yeah. It's like you son of a bitch. There you go. I'll do
Biff
that
will
to him.
allow just because you look like you're about to fall over.
It's a sign of respect, Biff.
There's
Okay.
sediment in my mug.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what it is.
Yum.
Delicious.
Yum yum.
Now that nobody's unconscious, I'm going to go check on the state of our navigation system, see if it's done processing. How long has it been?
Long enough.
Okay, yeah, I'll go see.
Yeah, so you go see. You've got a spicy little navigation setup. It charted a course for you, so it looks like you'll be able to get to it.
Great. Nav system's ready whenever we are prepared to set off, which should be, what, like an hour or so? 2 hours?
You just about. I've got to go do this one last. I'll go. I'm gonna go do that.
Thanks, Cal.
You can feel the ship kind of like, not a second, but like a minute later, you can feel the ship start to like power up. Get some capabilities. Get some maneuverability. No one has anyone fixed comms yet?
Nope.
Oh, fuck
Probably
no.
do that before we
Yeah.
take off.
All right. So one of you is going to need to stay in the galley. One of you is going to need to go to engineering. One of you is going to need to go to the cockpit. And basically anywhere that you want the comms to be connected, you're going to have to go and reboot those systems.
Okay,
So who's going where?
I can stay in the galley.
I'll go to engineering.
I guess I'll go to the cockpit.
You-
I'll
you-
go do whatever technology stuff. I think that's engineering too. So, I guess. I'll
All
go
right.
Doran.
You all go. After a little bit of tinkering, you all manage to get the comms back up and working, and you can now speak to each other throughout any room. It's all good.
Do we
Uh,
want to call it there? Because it's almost 11 here.
Yes. Yes. Are we good? Everyone want
Yes.
to call it? You got a ship, a functional ship, and a tin almost died.
Woo!
It'd be like
bonded.
Guys,
We
it's
learned
always a good
more
thing.
about each other as people.
It was a nice, calm, technical difficulty-filled night.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks.
Matt is the theme of the ship.
The theme of the ship is technical difficulties.
Is that the name
Oh,
of
you
our
guys
ship?
need to come
the
up with a
name of the ship.
name. You guys-
Technical
yeah.
difficulties.
Gonna name your ship technical difficulties.
Maybe just difficulties.
The difficulties.
Oh, what was the
That's the ship.
fucking?
All right, we can chat about naming the ship off stream.
The unreliable.
The unreliable.
Don't be mean to him.
No, I love our ship. It's excellent. It gave us an entire fucking armory. Are you kidding me?
We're 1,000 years before the Millennium Falcon. We're the newborn Falcon.
No.
No,
At
No.
least
I should punch you in the mouth for that.
You pass out. You're done.
He's
that.
dead.
Pass out and never wake up.
Not
Glyph,
even my
you're
character, just
Harry,
I
I'm gonna
pass
need
out.
you to make a
Oh.
new character.
All right. Yeah, we'll come up with the name off stream.
All right, let's
Chat.
do our outro. If you've stuck with us through all these technical difficulties, we thank you. Hopefully, if you're watching on YouTube, there won't be any technical difficulties because I will have used my mad editing skills to remove them. I don't have mad editing skills. Don't expect much. But if you want to watch a stream without technical difficulties, YouTube. It should be live probably tomorrow if you would like to go check it out there. You can also check us out on Twitter at Fat Dragon Gaming. Twitch, obviously, if you want to buy some merch on Redbubble, you can click our link. It is linked in our About section. We've got Spacios breakfast cereal stickers and a bunch of different Spacios designs. And we've got our few logo designs up there. You can go check out, do some supporting of us. We would really appreciate it. Also, the designs are just like sick. Like Lucy designed them. I put them on stuff because that is all I am capable of. Anyway, I am Emma. I am your DM. You can follow me on Instagram at em_n_ay or Twitter at em_n_ay. I would love to come hang out with you, or you come out hang out with me. I wish I could speak. Oh my god, I need to not be perceived anymore. Quinn.
Hi, this is Quinn. It's Doran. I as I said, not very much on social media, but you can find me on Instagram at QuinnJH133. I don't post on there very often, but when I do, it's a real treat. No, it's not.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Lucy. Obviously, I play JR as Knight. I play Phoebe Law, aka Peregrine, on Heroes in the Making every other Monday. That'll be like a 3-4 episode arc before we move on to a new game. Right now, we're playing Masks. I'm really enjoying the system. It's my first time playing Masks. I like it a lot. You can also find me on Chromatic Chimera in Elsewhere, which I GM on the first Tuesday of every month, and Agora's Bells and Madame Curio's Bizarre Bazaar on alternating Wednesdays as Brennan Winlielo and Amara Damon. I also have a podcast called Odyssey Exploration and Research. It is a science fiction mystery. So if you're here, you'll probably like that. Wherever you find podcasts, it's there. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram as @BluebirdDraws. I post a lot of art.
It's quite amazing art, if I must say. If I can't say. I love it. So wonderful. Javi.
Hello, my name is Javier. I play a 10. I don't have a whole lot of social media presence, but if you wish to follow me, I have a Twitter and an Instagram. The same thing. It's at @bowlofrice07. I might start posting some more. I'm currently working on a Mandalorian cosplay, so I'll post some progress pictures of that. But other than that, that's pretty much it.
I have a cosplay account. Whoa.
Yeah, I was wondering, is Quinn ever gonna
I also have a cosplay account. It's QHall Cosplay on Instagram.
It's
There's not much on that either.
but it's quite impressive. You should
But there's
definitely-
gonna be more soon. I just made a bad financial decision.
It's not bad if it's
Honestly-
an art project.
Right.
The creative thing. And Harry, last but not least.
So I still don't have any social media presence, but you can find me here, obviously, every Saturday currently for the Chaos Complex. Also every other Monday, including this Monday, for No Happy Endings, where we're doing our Heroes in the Making arc right now, as Lucia had talked about. And on the first Tuesday of every month, I am on Chromatic Chimera, and we are doing, I don't know, we're fighting a tree or something.
He means every other Saturday, by the way, folks at home.
Yes, that. Apart from that, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Please join us next Monday. It's going to be a lot of fun. Woo.
Hey, and also
Or
a big
this
thank you
Monday,
to
sorry.
Tabletop Audio for music, ambiance, etc. They are fantastic. It's all free. They're amazing. I love them. I've been using them for years.
Yes, I couldn't hear any of the audio, but I want to thank, because we did unfortunately have some music get copyrighted last time we played.
Oops.
Um,
That was unintentional. Super sorry.
it was
Please don't
unintentional.
sue.
We didn't mean to. We weren't aware.
It's just
One of us was aware, but the rest of us were not aware.
the capitalists got us again.
They got us. They hunted us down. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, for hanging out with us. We had a good time. This was kind of a slower episode where we just did some fun ship exploration. Join us next week when we hopefully get the fuck off Fu.
That would be good.
We've been here a long time. We've been here 3 episodes. We got a whole galaxy to explore. Much love from me and all of us to you. Beef would like to encourage you to go out and vote if you are in America. Please, please go vote. Please execute your constitutional right. And yeah, thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you when we stream next. Hopefully not
Bye.
Saturday, but